Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to today's reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 24, verse number 158. We will continue our reading from Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhete Girim Yat Kripatamam Vande Shri Gurum Deen Tarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Verse 158. योगा रुरुक्षु योगा रूढ़ प्राप्त सिद्धि आर ए तीना भेदे है छाय प्रकार. By these three divisions of advancement in yoga, yoga rurukshu, yoga rudha, and prapta siddhi, there are 6 kinds of mystic yogis. Verse 159. Arurukshor munir yogam karma karanam uchyate yoga rudhasya tasyaiva shamah karanam uchyate. For those saintly persons who wish to rise to the platform of yogic perfection, the means consist of practicing the yoga system by strictly following its regulative principles and practicing the yoga postures and breathing exercises. And for those who are already elevated to this platform, the means consists of maintaining mental equilibrium, shama, by rejecting all material activity and practicing meditation to keep the mind on the Supreme Lord. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Texts 159 and 160 are from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verses 3 and 4. Verse 160. Yada hi nendriyartheshu na karmasva anushajjate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yogarudas tadochyate. When a person is no longer interested in acting for sense gratification and when he renounces all material desires, he is said to be situated in perfect yoga, the yoga rudha. Verse 161. Echaya yoga sadhu sangadi hetu pana Krishna bhaje Krishna gune akrishta hena. When purified yogi associates with devotees, he engages in Lord Krishna's devotional service, being attracted by the Lord's transcendental qualities. Verse 162. Cha shabde api ara artha ihano kahaya muni nirgrantha shabdera purvavat arthaya. The meanings of the word cha and api can be applied here. The meanings of the words muni and nirgrantha are the same as before. Verse 163. Uru krame ahetuki kahan kona artha e tera artha kahilun parama samartha. The word ahetuki is always applicable to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Urukrama. In this way, I have described 13 complete meanings of the Atmaram verse. Purport: the 13 meanings of the Atmaram verse mentioned here are based on the following meanings for the word Atmaram. First is Sadhaka, the neophyte performer. Second is Brahmamaya, one who is absorbed in the thought of impersonal Brahman. Third is the Prapta Brahmalaya, one who has actually attained Brahman perfection. Fourth is the Mumukshu, one who desires liberation. Fifth is Jivan Mukt, one who is liberated in this life. Sixth is Prapta Swarup, one who has attained his original constitutional position. Seventh is the Nirgranth Muni, a completely liberated saint. Eighth is the Sugarbha Yoga Rurukshu, a yogi meditating upon the four-handed Vishnu form and desiring yogic perfection. Ninth is the Nirgarbha Yoga Rurukshu, one who is trying for perfection in impersonal meditation. 10th is the Sagarbha Yoga Arudha, one who has been elevated to the platform of yogic perfection by meditating on the Vishnu form. 11th is the Nirgarbha Yoga Rudha, an impersonal yogi on the platform of perfection. 12th is the Sagarbha Prapta Siddhi, one who has attained the perfectional stage by meditating on the Vishnu form. 13th is the Nirgarbha Prapta Siddhi, one who has attained perfection by practicing impersonal meditation. Verse 164. ए सब शांत यबे भजे भगवान, शांत भक्त करी तबे कही तान्र नाम. These 13 types of yogis and munis are called Shant Bhaktas, for they render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the neutral stage. Verse 165. Atma Shabde Mana Kaha Mane Ye Rame, Sadhu Sange Seha Bhaje Shri Krishna Charane. The word Atma sometimes means the mind. In this case, the word Atmaram means a person who is satisfied by mental speculation. When such a person associates with a pure devotee, he takes to devotional service at the lotus feet of Krishna. Verse 166. Udaram upasate yarishi vartmasu kurpa drishah parisara padhatim hridayam arunayo deharam tat udgad anant tav dham shirah paramam punar iha yat sametya na patanti kritant mukhe. Those who follow the path of great saintly mystic yogis take to the yogic gymnastic process and begin worshipping from the abdomen where it is said that Brahman is located. Such people are called Sarkaraksha, which means that they are situated in the gross bodily conception. There are also followers of the Rishi known as Aruna. Following his path, they observe the activities of the arteries, thus they gradually rise to the heart, where subtle Brahman Paramatma is situated. Then they worship him. O unlimited Ananta, better than those persons are the mystic yogis who worship you from the top of their heads. Beginning with the abdomen and proceeding to the heart, they reach the top of the head and pass through the Brahma Randhara, the hole at the top of the skull. And these yogis attain the perfectional platform and do not enter the cycle of birth and death again. Purport: this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.87.18. Verse 167. Eho Krishna Gunakrishta Mahamuni Hena Ahetuki Bhakti Kare Nirgrantha Hena. Being attracted by the transcendental qualities of Krishna, such yogis become great saints. At that time, not being hampered by the yogic process, they engage in unalloyed devotional service. Verse 168. Atma Shabde Yatna Kahe Yatna Kariya Munayo Krishna Bhaje Gunar Krishna Hena. Atma also means endeavor. Being attracted by Krishna's transcendental qualities, some saints make an endeavor, a great endeavor, to come to the point of rendering service to him. Verse 169. Tasyaiva hetoh prayateta kovido na labhyate yad brahmatam upari adah tallabhyate dukha vad anyatah sukham kalena sarvatra gabhira brahmasa. The transcendental position cannot be attained by wandering up and down from Brahmalok and Satyalok to Patalok. If one is actually intelligent and learned, he should endeavor for the rare transcendental position. By the force of time, one attains whatever material happiness is available within the 14 worlds, just as one attains distress in due course of time. But since spiritual consciousness is not attained in this way, one should try for it. Purport: this verse was spoken by Narad Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.18. Narad Muni was speaking to Vyasadeva, who was morose even after he had compiled all the Vedic literatures. In this connection, Narad Muni advised Srila Vyasadeva to try to attain devotional service and nothing else. Verse 170. Sad dharmasya avabodhaya yesham nirbandhini matihi achirad eva sarvarathah siddhyate esham abhipsitaha. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who thus have unflinching, undeviated intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. Purport: this is quotation from Naradiya Puran, verse 171. Cha shabd api arthe api avadharane yatna graha vina bhakti na janmaya preme. The word cha may be used in place of api, which gives emphasis to something. Thus it means that without sincere endeavor in devotional service, one cannot attain love of Godhead. Verse 172. Siddhanughair anasangair labhya suchirad api harina chashva adeyate ti dvidha sasyat sudurlabha. Devotional perfection is very difficult to attain for two reasons. First, unless one is attached to Krishna, he cannot attain devotional perfection even if he renders devotional service for a long time. Second, Krishna does not easily deliver perfection in devotional service. Purport as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 5.6.18. Muktim dadati karhichit. Srila Shukadev Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit that Krishna readily grants liberation but does not readily grant the perfection in devotional service. This means that Krishna wants to see that a devotee is actually sincere and serious and that he does not have any ulterior motives. If this is the case, devotional service can be very easily be successful. Otherwise, it is very difficult to obtain from the spiritual personality of Godhead. This verse appears in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.135. Verse 173. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understandings by which they can come to me. Purport: this is a quotation from the Bhagavad Gita 10.10. For an explanation, see Adi Lila 1.49. Verse 174. Atma shabde dhriti kahe dhairye ye rame dhairyavanta eva hena karaya bhajane. Another meaning of Atma is dhriti or endurance. A person who endeavors with endurance is Atmaram. With endurance, such a person engages in devotional service. Verse 175. Muni shabde pakshi bringa niragranthe murkha jana Krishna kripaye sadhu kripaye donhar bhajana. The word Muni also means bird and bumblebee. The word Niragrantha refers to foolish people. By the mercy of Krishna, and creatures contact a sadhu and thus engage in devotional service. Verse 176. Prayo batambo munayo vihga vane asmin Krishne kshitam tad uditam kala venu geetam aruhya ye dharma bhujan. Verse 176. Prayo batamba munayo vihaga vane asmin Krishne kshitam tad uditam kala venu geetam aruhya ye druma bhujan ruchir pravalan shinvanti milita drisho vigatanya vachaha. My dear mother, in this forest, all the birds, after rising on the beautiful branches of the trees, are closing their eyes and not being attracted by any other sound, are simply listening to the vibration of Krishna's flute. Such birds must be on the same level as saints. Purport: this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.14. This statement was made by the gopis who were lamenting in separation from Krishna and studying how the inhabitants of Vrindavan were enjoying life like saintly persons. Verse 177. Ete alinaha तवो तव यशो किल लोकतीर्थं गायन्त आदिपुरुषाणां भजन्ते प्रायो आमि मुनि गणा भवादीय मुखिया गूढ़ं वने अपि न जहति अनघात्मा दैवम्. O good fortune personified, O original personality of Godhead, all these bees are chanting about your transcendental fame, which will purify the entire universe. Indeed, they are following your path in the forest and are worshipping you. Actually, they are all saintly persons. But now they have taken the form of bees. Although you're playing like a human being, they could not forget that you are their worshipable Lord. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, chapter 15.6. Krishna and Balram were just like on the verge of boyhood and were entering the forest of Vrindavan when Krishna began to offer prayers to please Balaram. Verse 178. Sarasi Sarasa Hamsa Vihangas Charu Gita Rita Chetasa Etya Harim Upastya Te Yachitta Hena Milita. Okay. All the cranes and swans in the river are being enchanted by the melodious songs of Krishna's flute. They have approached and are worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead with full attention. Alas, they are closing their eyes and are becoming completely silent. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.35.11. In the day Krishna went to forest of Vrindavan, and at that time the gopis, being morose due to separation from Krishna, were lamenting in this way. Verse 179. Kirat Hunandhara Bulinda Pukash Abhira Shumbha Yavanaha Khashadaya Ye Anye Ch Papa Yad Upashrayashraya Sindhyanti. Okay. The translation goes like this. Kirats, Hunas, Andhras, Pulindas, Pukashas, Abhiras, Shambhas, Yavanas, and members of the Kasha races and even others who are addicted to sinful acts can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord. Due to his being the supreme power, I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18. This verse was spoken by Shukadev Goswami when Parikshit Maharaj asked him for description of the creation. While offering obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shukadev Goswami described the unlimited potencies of Lord Vishnu, who can purify the low-born creatures mentioned herein. Verse 180. Kimva Dhriti Shabde Nij Purnatadi Jnana Kaya Dukkha Bhave Uttama Praptye Mahapurnahaya. The word Dhriti is also used when one is fully perfect in knowledge. When, due to having obtained the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one has no material miseries, he attains Mahapurna, the highest level of perfection. Verse 181. Dhriti hi syat purnata jnana dukkha bhavottama patibhihi aparaptatita nashtartha nabhisam shochanadi krita. Dhriti is the fullness felt due to the absence of misery and attainment of knowledge of the Supreme Lord and pure love for Him. The lamentation that accrues from not obtaining a goal or from losing something already attained does not affect this completeness. Purport: this verse is found in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu 2.4.144. Verse 182. Krishna Bhakta Dukkha Hina Vanchantara Hina Krishna Prema Seva Purnananda Pravina. A devotee of Krishna is never in a miserable condition, nor does he have any desire other than to serve Krishna. He is experienced and advanced. He feels the transcendental bliss of love of Krishna and always engages in his service in full perfection. Verse 183. Mat Sevaya Pratitam Te Salokyadi Chatush Nechanti Sevaya Purnaha Kuto Nyat Kala Viplutam. My devotees, having fulfilled their desires by serving me, do not accept the 4 kinds of salvation that are easily earned by such service. Why then they should accept any pleasures that are lost in the course of time? Purport: this is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.67, verse 184. Rishikeshe Rishikani Yasya Sthairya Gatani Hi Sa Eva Dhairyam Apnoti Samsare Jiva Chanchale. In this material world, all living entities are disturbed due to their flickering position. A devotee, however, is fixed in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord, the master of the senses. Such a person is to be considered situated in endurance and patience. Verse 185. Cha avadharane iha api samuche dhritamanta hena bhaje pakshi murkha chaye. The word cha is for emphasis and the word api is used to indicate an aggregate. Thus, it is to be understood that even dull creatures, birds and illiterates can also be situated in endurance and engage in Krishna's devotional service. Verse 186. Atma Shabde Buddhi Kahe Buddhi Vishesha Samanya Buddhi Yukta Yata Jiva Avashesha. The word Atma is also used for a particular type of intelligence. Since all living entities generally have some intelligence, more or less they are included. Verse 187. Buddhaye Rame Atmaram Duita Prakar Pandita Muni Gana Nirgrantha Murkha Ar. Everyone has some kind of intelligence, and one who utilizes his intelligence is called an Atmaram. There are 2 types of Atmarams. One is learned scholar and philosopher, and other is uneducated, illiterate, foolish person. Verse 188. Krishna Kripaya Sadhu Sange Rati Buddhi Paya Sabar Chadi Shuddha Bhakti Kare Krishna Paya. By the mercy of Krishna and by the association of devotees, one increases his attraction to an intelligence for pure devotional service. Therefore, one gives up everything and engages himself at the lotus feet of Krishna and his pure devotees. Verse 189. Aham sarvasya prabhu mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitah. I, Krishna, am the original source of everything. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my service with love and devotion. Purport: this is a quotation from Bhagavad Gita 10.8, verse 190. Te vai vidanti atitaranti cha deva mayam stri shudra huna sabara api pap jivaha yadi adbhuta krama parayana shila shikshas tiryag jana api kim ushruta dharana ye. Women, 4th-class men, uncivilized hill tribes, hunters and many others born of low families, as well as birds and beasts can engage in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who acts very wonderfully and follow the path of the devotees and take lessons from them. Although the oceans of nations is vast, they can still cross over it. What then is the difficulty for those who are advanced in Vedic knowledge? Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.46. Lord Brahma said this when speaking to his disciple Narad about the wonderful characteristics of Lord Vishnu. Simply by chanting the glories of Lord Vishnu, one can cross the ocean of nations, even though one may be low born. Verse 191. Vichara kariya yabe bhaje Krishna paya se buddhi dena tanre yate Krishna paya. Considering all these points, when one engages in the service of Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna gives one the intelligence by which he can gradually progress toward perfection in service to the Lord. Verse 192. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Purport. This is a quotation from Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Verse 193. Sat Sangha Krishna Seva Bhagavata Nama Vraje Vasa Ei Pancha Sadhana Pradhana. To be elevated to the platform of devotional service, the following 5 items should be observed: association with devotees, engagement in the service of the Lord Krishna, the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, the chanting of the holy names, and residence at Vrindavan or Mathura. Verse 194. Ei pancha madhe eka swalpa yadi haya subuddhi janera haya Krishna premodaya. One's dormant love for Krishna gradually awakens if one is little advanced in one of these 5 items and is intelligent. Verse 195. Duruhadbhuta virye asmin shraddha dure astu panchake yatra swa alpo api sambandha sadhyam bhava janmane. The power of these 5 principles is very wonderful and difficult to understand. Even without faith in them, a person who is offenseless can awaken his dormant love of Krishna simply by being a little connected with him. Purport. This verse is found in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.238. Verse 196. Udara mahati yandra sarvottama buddhi nana kame bhaje tabupaya bhakti siddhi. If a person is actually liberal and intelligent, he can advance and become perfect in devotional service even if he has material desires and serves the Lord with some motive. Verse 197. Akamah sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whether one desires everything or nothing, or whether he desires to merge into the existence of the Lord, he is intelligent only by the if he worships Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by rendering devotional loving service. So, moving on to the purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.10. Verse 198. Bhakti prabhav se kama chadana Krishna pade bhakti karaye gune akarshiya. Devotional service is so strong that when one engages in it, he gradually gives up all material desires and becomes fully attracted to the lotus feet of Krishna. All this is brought about by the attraction for the transcendental qualities of the Lord. having difficulty loading the following verse. Okay, we'll continue from verse number 199 of the 24th chapter next time. Thank you for joining. Hariam Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Gora Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.